Lovelace. Hold on, did that moment feel like a secret to you? The air seemed charged, like a page in a thriller. We are sitting here wondering why people turn one simple scene into a storm of stories. This is about public imagination and how it sparks rumors. Public imagination fills blanks fast. A fan's caption, a blurry photo, or a short interview becomes a seed, and from that seed, entire plot lines grow. People invent past and futures, motives and hidden meetings. Why? Because guessing is fun, and mystery is addictive. That energy keeps discussions alive long after the credits roll. For Sonia and Maurice, fans mixed admiration with fiction, and the result was a narrative that spread faster than any official statement. Occasionally the actors must respond to myths they never created. That reaction reshapes careers and expectations. At heart, this is a story about how audiences prefer tidy answers, even when truth is complex. Understanding this helps us separate real news from crafted fiction, and reminds creators that attention can be both a gift and a burden. So when you watch, ask whether the story you follow is real or something the crowd wrote. Wait, you feel that electricity too? Right at the start, something in their movement made the whole scene feel alive. We're talking chemistry now, and how it looks like magic on camera. You can sense true chemistry like a soft electric hum between actors. It's not loud, it's subtle and real. Sonia and Maurice had timing that made scenes breathe and made viewers feel present. That flow makes audiences forget they are watching actors and instead feel like witnesses to real life. Directors chase that rare connection because it turns ordinary lines into memorable moments. Fans respond by attaching deeper meaning to what they see, as if art always reflects life. But chemistry alone doesn't prove personal ties. Two professionals can create emotional truth without sharing a life off camera. Still, when people sense authenticity, their desire to believe in a larger story grows, and that desire powers fan theories, clips, and endless conversations that follow. In the end, chemistry makes scenes live longer in memory, even when the private lives behind them remain private. Did you notice the silence after they stopped appearing together? That quiet felt heavy, as if a missing page had been torn out. Let's dig into distance and why absence screams louder than presence. Distance changes the rhythm of attention. When two people appear less often together, absence becomes a symbol. Fans notice gaps and begin to search for meaning. Career choices, schedules, and personal growth are ordinary reasons, but they rarely stop speculation. The space between appearances becomes an invitation for imagination. People build continuity where there is none. For Sonia and Maurice, separate projects meant different headlines that fans stitch together into cohesive stories. The consequence is a narrative that feels complete, though it may truly be a patchwork of coincidence and timing. Sometimes distance is simply growth, not drama. But on social platforms, every misjoint appearance becomes proof to those who want a story. Recognizing this pattern helps us pause and remember that careers move in many directions, and absence often signals a new beginning rather than an ending. So when you feel the itch to speculate, consider that silence can be ordinary, not ominous. Hold your breath, one tiny smile online and the comment section erupts like a festival. That sudden noise is the internet turning small acts into big stories. This angle of public imagination shows how fast meaning multiplies. The internet rewards drama, and tiny gestures become evidence for grand theories. Sonia smiles once and fans read romance, Maurice posts a thoughtful look and followers see secret messages. The process is emotional and often lazy. People prefer neat explanations and dramatic arcs. The result is a legend built from fragments, a line here, a pose there, and suddenly a relationship arc emerges. Social media speed magnifies small moments, and algorithms favor things that provoke feeling. That means speculation gains traction even without facts. For those in the spotlight, this creates pressure to clarify or ignore. Ignoring can make rumors grow, clarifying can fuel more conversation. Either choice has consequences. Understanding the engine behind public imagination helps the audience be kinder and wiser. Next time you witness a viral assumption, ask whether you're seeing truth or a story amplified by excitement. Imagine the camera catches a tiny gesture and a whole scene turns gold. That's what true chemistry does, it makes moments feel alive. We're exploring chemistry from a director's point of view and why it matters so much. When actors click, timing becomes invisible and performance feels honest. Sonia and Maurice created that illusion, small looks, shared pauses, and rhythm that fit like pieces of a puzzle. This is why directors bring certain pairings back again and again. Chemistry invites the audience to invest emotionally, viewers begin to care about outcomes beyond the screen. But this emotional investment can blur lines between performance and personal life, prompting fans to assume deeper connections. That assumption grows the story beyond the set. Still, behind every scene are professionals with craft and training, not always a private relationship. Recognizing the craft lets us appreciate the art without forcing private narratives onto public figures. Enjoy the spark on screen, share the magic of performance, and remember that what feels personal can still be professional brilliance. Pause. What if there was never drama, only choices? That idea makes distance feel different, and we have to talk about career movement and growth. Professional distance often means new opportunities. Actors accept varied roles, travel, and schedules that pull them in different directions. Sonia's projects might push her one way while Maurice's choices lead another. Fans see this and sometimes map it into a storyline that doesn't exist. Distance becomes a canvas where viewers paint continuity from separate events. That can create hurt feelings or unexpected pressure for artists who are simply growing. The reality of entertainment is mobility. Creative people change direction to explore new roles and avoid being boxed in. Yet fans crave stability and simple stories, so they invent it. Recognizing distance as growth rather than a missing link helps us respect artistic choices and support evolving careers. When you see separation, consider it a chapter in progress, not necessarily the end of a relationship, professional or personal. That perspective keeps the conversation fairer and kinder. Listen, put imagination, chemistry, and distance together and you have an unstoppable rumor engine. That combination is what fuels sagas without any official script. Viewers saw connection, filled empty pages, and treated silence as confirmation. This cocktail forms a loop. Chemistry creates attention, imagination fills the blanks, and distance acts as proof. The loop repeats each time a new clip or post appears, and before long the internet has its own storyline. For Sonia and Maurice, that loop meant months of discussion, endless fan edits, and emotional investment from many who never met them. It's a social phenomenon. People love to narrate, and modern platforms hand them megaphones. Understanding this helps the audience be more conscious about what they share and why. Not every narrative deserves the weight given to it. If we separate performance from private life, we can still enjoy the drama without causing harm. Awareness of this loop makes fans more mindful and respectful, turning attention into appreciation rather than rumor fuel. Wait a second, why do unverified ideas become fact overnight? This is about assumptions versus fact and how fast opinion outruns truth. Assumptions travel quicker than facts because they are simpler and more exciting to share. For Sonia and Maurice, a short clip or a casual caption became proof for many before any check was done. The social media environment rewards speed, emotion, and certainty even when accuracy is missing. This creates real-world consequences, messages spread, reputations bend, and private lives feel exposed. We should ask why we prefer quick stories to patient truth. Often, it's because quick stories fit a tidy narrative and spark peak engagement. But their speed makes them fragile and unfair. Slowing down, checking evidence, and considering context can save people from being judged on rumors. As viewers, we hold a responsibility to seek clarity and avoid amplifying half-truths. If we act with curiosity rather than certainty, the conversation around public figures becomes more honest and less damaging. Think about this: what really makes a pair unforgettable? Is it talent, timing, or the tales people tell afterward? We are digging into how memorability forms for audiences. Talent and chemistry lay the groundwork, but it's audience storytelling that cements memory. When fans replay scenes, write theories, and create art, they rehearse those moments into culture. Sonia and Maurice benefited from that rehearsal. Shared scenes became cultural touchpoints because people refused to let them fade. Memory turns into myth when repetition meets imagination. Still, myths can alter how future viewers see the work, shifting emphasis from art to story. Recognizing this helps us enjoy performances while valuing truth. Celebrate the craft and the moments, but be aware of the difference between what happened on set and the legends assembled after. That balance lets us keep admiration honest and the artist respected. Let me end with a quiet thought: perhaps the real story is about us, the audience, not just the actors. We love to make meaning and attach purpose to small things. This reflection looks at why viewers create whole sagas from fragments. Everyone wants narratives that comfort, thrill, or explain. A smile becomes a sign, a pause becomes a secret, and suddenly ordinary moments gain weight. For Sonia and Maurice, this meant their work became a canvas for collective storytelling. That process reveals our need for connection and sense-making. It also warns us: when we write stories around people, we add pressure and expectation to lives that may be private. If we accept our role as storytellers, we must choose whether to build gently or to amplify harm. Enjoy the mystery and the art, but keep compassion in the center. That choice makes fandom kinder and stories truer. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the gist going. Have a lovely day and bye.